Hey, if you struggle to get your protein in on a daily basis, I got you. This is the video for you. Hey guys, I'm Coach Judah. I'm a strength coach from Vancouver, Canada, and today I actually wanted to review a question that I get all the time from clients, which is how do I eat more protein? Whether you're trying to gain muscle or lose body fat, increasing your protein intake is going to be crucial along your journey. So I wanted to show you some methods and some ways to actually do that are realistic for the regular person. So I'm gonna cover 3 tips to actually get you guys eating more protein on a regular basis in the rest of this video. But firstly, I wanna talk about mindset when it actually comes to approaching increasing your protein over time, because that's something that always comes up with new clients or people that are just starting to eat more protein, is they find it very difficult. And it's also the mindset, not only the strategies to get you there. So when it actually comes to increasing protein over time, I always like to tell clients that it is a protein goal initially, and it's something you can work towards. So even if you're only eating 80 grams of protein, 100 grams of protein a day right now, and you want to get to 150 or 200, we can slowly titrate that up over time, meaning that maybe you start at 120, then 140, then 160, and we build up to it. Because eating protein, it's very filling, it's very satiating, and for a lot of people in the beginning, it's gonna seem like a lot to jump from 100 grams a day to 200 grams a day just overnight. So keep in mind that it is a goal, it is something you can work towards, and you don't need to be perfect right off the bat. I feel like a lot of people attempt to increase their protein, but then they give up because it's really hard. So having that in mind, that you can build towards it, and it's a step-by-step process, can make it a little bit easier, as well as you might need to actually adjust your expectations in terms of the types of foods you're eating. A lot of times people want to continue to eat the same way, but usually there needs to be a shift in order to accommodate more protein. So don't expect that you can keep your nutrition exactly the same. Be open-minded and be open to trying different foods. All right, so moving into tip number 1, it's actually just to eat more meals throughout the day. A lot of clients that I have come to me, they're missing breakfast, they're missing lunch, and that is leaving around 30 to 50 grams of protein on the table when you don't actually have that meal throughout your day. So by adding in an additional meal, I usually look to have 3 meals plus 2 high protein snacks, or 4 round meals per day. That can help you to get in more protein more easily because you have more time to digest. You're not trying to fill up on 100 grams of protein in one meal, and it's much easier to approach. Additionally, with having an extra meal throughout the day, like say we're adding in breakfast, people tend to have more energy because they have a higher protein content, they feel more satiated, and they don't tend to snack as much in the evenings if they've had more square meals throughout the day. A lot of people will skip lunch, they'll skip breakfast, and that actually leads to them being extra hungry in the evenings, so they snack more on high palatable foods, leading them to overconsume on foods that aren't high protein later in the day. If you guys are finding value out of this video so far, please remember to like the video, leave a comment down below, I try to answer all of them, and subscribe to the channel because we're gonna be releasing more videos like this very soon. Okay, so moving into tip number 2 now, we've gotten our meals up, so we're eating 3 or 4 square meals a day, maybe a couple snacks. Now we wanna look at the quantity of protein that's in each of those meals, and we can slowly build that up. So I try to get clients in the beginning to aim for around 30 grams of protein in each meal, and eventually maybe get to 40 or 50 grams of protein in each meal as we proceed. Adding protein can be fairly simplistic, and kind of the 2 methods that I like to use is either like a hand portioning system where we're actually looking and seeing how much of a certain quantity of food we're adding in, or we can use a food scale. Either way, that's gonna give you an accurate measure of where we're at, and then we can just add more protein in, whether that's chicken, beef, fish. And once again, just circling back to what I said at the beginning, it is a goal, so it's not something where you need to force feed yourself all the time in the beginning. We wanna slowly bring that up over the course of a couple weeks or a couple months until we're at that initial goal that we set for ourselves. And tip number 3 is gonna be supplementation and high protein snacks. So everyone's heard of protein powder before, and I definitely think that is an awesome way to add extra protein to your daily consumption. I like to get my clients to eat real foods first and use supplements second, but I do utilize a protein powder with most of my clients in order to increase the quantity of protein that they're having throughout the day. 1 scoop of protein is about 25 grams of protein, so if you had 2, it's 50. Super simple to get that in. You could mix that with water, you could mix that with milk, you can mix it into a smoothie, you can mix it with Greek yogurt, into oatmeal. There's so many ways you can use it, and you can get creative with it as well in baking and stuff like that. So there's really no limit to what you can do with protein powder, and it's a really good way to get in additional protein throughout the day. I also like things like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. You can get like the little baby bells, pepperoni sticks, hard-boiled eggs. There's so many little things that you can grab on the go that make really good high protein snacks. And I think those are a great way to increase protein if you can have them between meals throughout the day, as they're a good little boost for your overall protein intake. And the last thing that I wanted to mention on top of the high protein snacking and the supplementation is that if you still struggle to get protein in, I highly recommend using your workout timing as a method to get in more protein intake. So eating protein prior to and post-workout can actually help you with protein consumption. So eating 30 to 50 grams before a workout, and then you work out, you build up some more hunger, 30 to 50 grams after, you know you're utilizing that protein, you know you're gonna build up a little more hunger during the workout. It can be a very effective method to increase your overall protein intake throughout the day. In fact, I actually have another video, which I'll link somewhere up here, where I cover what to eat before and after a workout, including protein and carbohydrates. So go check that out if you have a chance, because I think it's super useful, and it's good to kind of know some different ways that you can get your food in throughout the day. But with that even being said, guys, remember that it is about your goals at the end of the day. It's about getting there in a way that's realistic for you and your lifestyle. So, you know, if you find that it's just not possible for you to, you know, force feed yourself so much protein in the beginning, it is something where you're gonna have to build up to it over time. And I want you to set smart goals, meaning that they're realistic and achievable long term, and you can actually work towards them bit by bit. You're not a machine, you're a human being, so to think that you can just force yourself to eat as much as possible in the beginning is not really realistic. You usually have to get used to things like this, and trust me, it will get easier. A lot of people start off having a really hard time, but once they've done it a little bit, they actually find their metabolism goes up, they get much hungrier, and they actually are able to eat a lot more food in the long run once they've started lifting weights and eating more food. So I hope you found this video super useful. I know that a lot of my clients have asked me this question time and time again, so I wanted to keep this video here for you guys. Please remember to like the video, leave a comment if you thought this was good, or if you had any other questions, leave them down below. And remember to subscribe to the channel, because we will be releasing more videos very soon. And as per usual, guys, the reason I have this channel is to help people do more of the things they love in life with confidence through strength training. So remember, you can't go wrong if you train to be strong. I'll see you in the next video. This is Coach Judah with Indolo Strength. Peace.